In a small town just outside of the city, Miloš Mikuláš was born left-handed to his father, Mr. Mikuláš, and his mother, Mrs. Mikuláš. Though he was born left-handed, his mother didn't believe in left-handed people.
Já nevěřím na leváky.
And made him write with his right hand.
Já ti říkám, že budeš psát pravou rukou.
So much to his chagrin, Miloš began writing with his right hand at the age of 10. On the other hand, Mr. Mikuláš couldn't care less about his son, let alone which hand he wrote with. He was far too preoccupied, in any case, enjoying the company of a gun he'd purchased from a local street vendor, who assured him it was the most effective means of protecting his family from the twisted-minded.
Tohle nepřečtu.
Miloš's teachers couldn't read his new, disjointed scrawling and would often flunk his essays and other writing assignments.
To je zápět. Zase pětka!
The relentless scrutiny, both at home and at school, left Miloš with a profound sense of self-doubt and indecisiveness. He therefore preferred to keep to himself and shrug off conversation at any opportunity.
Co jste dneska brali ve škole, Miloši?
Since Mrs. Mikuláš was only concerned with which hand Miloš wrote with, he took pleasure in performing other activities with his left.
Chceš sůl, Miloši?
Miloš was unsure if he wanted salt on his food. He found himself completely incapable of making a decision. On the one hand, he liked salt and its pleasant addition to an unseasoned dish. On the other hand, his neighbor, Mr. Katsevich, recently suffered a fatal stroke, which was attributed to his massive salt consumption.
Miloši! Už se rozhodni!
Miloš's inherent left-handedness, coupled with his mother's attempts to retrain his hand dominance, caused Miloš's corpus callosum to dissolve into itself, extinguishing any solid communication between the right and left hemispheres of his brain, leaving him utterly indecisive.
Takže? S jednou z nich se rozluč. Která to bude? 2. Jedna. Když se neumíš rozhodnout sám, rozhodne za tebe někdo jiný.
Miloš was devastated. Even under dire circumstances, he was unable to come to a decision. But that is not to say his mother's cruel lesson wasn't effective. Due to Miloš's increasingly indifferent behavior, his parents took it upon themselves to find help for their son.
Jde o našeho syna. Potřebuje pomoc.
Ne, já žádnou pomoc nepotřebuju.
Evidently, Miloš Mikuláš did need help. The continued lack of communication between the right and left hemispheres of his brain only deepened his confusion and further diminished his decision-making abilities. So although Miloš was very aware he had just murdered his own parents and of the possible consequences that may follow, he couldn't help but be proud of himself, as this was the most prominently decisive moment of his life.